Welcome back to Faded Podcast. Hope you're all having a good year so far. We're like close to February and already January. That whole month is way better than 2025 as a whole. I don't know how, it's just the energy and the vibe. It's just way better than whatever 2025 was, honestly.
Yeah, so far, but we'll see how the rest of the year goes.
Yeah. I don't know how you felt about last year. It was so boring. Music was awful. Nothing interesting came out. No movies, no nothing. No games.
Well, I mean, I got to go on a couple of business trips at work, but that's more of my personal life.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that counts.
Well,
Already.
as I was telling you uh, before we started recording, that uh, I got to tune into the TV's the hotel's TV on a business trip, and I got to see what the Beavis and Butthead revival was like, and I got hooked on that.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, yeah. At least that show doesn't rely on politics to tell their stories like what South Park is has been doing.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing nowadays, but Beavis and Butthead, they're just laughing, so that's all for fun. It's vibes.
Yeah, we get to see their antics.
All that, yeah.
Yeah, and the revival series has been doing sketches where they're middle aged and they're unemployed losers. We get to see some antics come out of that. I actually got to see the episode last night where they got married to each other.
Yeah, only they would do that. Oh, that's crazy. I'll tell you what I
Yeah,
did.
without realizing what they were doing.
I'll tell you what I did start watching. Is
What?
Smiling Friends. I only just now
Oh yeah.
only
What
just
took you so long?
I think like the when it came out, like the first episode, I watched it and I was like, this is too weird. Like I thought like, okay, this is not for me. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I think I'm too old for this. That sort of feeling because like I don't have any context behind it. It's just wacky shit. And of course, I just left it alone. I didn't like hate on it or anything. And it's just now like was it late
Yeah, because
2025 with the new season. And I only saw like clips of it on Twitter. I was like, that's actually funny. And of course my little cousin, the Catbo, he loves the show. He kept recommending it to me. I was like, all right, I'll give it a chance. So I think I'm all caught up now, and it's just yeah, it's pretty funny. That's all I have to say, really.
yeah. Did you get to the Glep episode?
Gleb, yeah, I assume that, yeah, that's the last one of the season.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You gave it a chance because only grifters would not give the show a full chance.
Yeah, it was alright. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I wouldn't say it's the best Adult Swim show ever, but it's definitely funny.
Yeah, I mean,
I say like
like
the last three episodes of season three were like really good. Like they're worth rewatching over and over, sort of thing. Because you have that smiley guy who like is super
oh yeah,
positive.
yeah, and it teaches a lesson about forced optimism.
I think, yeah. And the yellow guy, he just stays at home gaming. That was funny. And
Yeah, and
then
then Mr. Boss catches him in the act.
yeah, I thought that was funny. And then you get the one after, and it's the wizard who kidnaps Smurf characters, and then he uses the blood for formula for his head because he's balding. I think like because that's funny because I don't see any episode, any show in general talking about male pattern baldness, and they were a bit serious on that. Like you would think that's just gonna make fun of bald people, but it shows insecurity, and they actually found a solution in the end. Like, oh, just take minoxidil and finasteride, and he agrees to it, and it all works in the end. So uh, that was actually a
Yeah,
well written story.
Yeah, because a lot of people can be conscious about their appearances.
Yeah, so like that episode really helped. And of course, like he had a funny comparison. It's like, okay, look at a bald guy. What do you think he does for a living? And the pink dude was like, I don't know, maybe construction or mechanic. So basically, like the blue collar stereotype. And coming from me, who's a engineer, I'm just like, damn, that kind of hit me right there. In other words, it's like, all right, put a hair on him. What do you think he does for a living? He's like, and he's trying so hard not to say CEO or lawyer, like any job with a suit. So it really like says a lot. Like, people would say, oh, just shave it off, like you'll be fine. Who cares? But it's like, no, there's more to it than that. So like that was well written, that episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything that gets rid of Rick and Morty on Adult Swim, I'm happy.
Well, also Primal.
I heard
There's
I heard good things about Primal.
yeah,
I heard good things about
yeah.
Primal.
I finally got around to watching season 2, and I am super excited to watching season 3
It looks good. I mean,
because season 3 is currently airing.
yeah. That's about it. There's a lot of things that came out. Like I think January, there was some. Oh yeah, they had like a Silent Hill movie that came out. I knew from the
Wait, there was a
beginning.
Silent Hill movie?
Yeah, I don't think anyone was talking about it, but it's like a January movie, so it's just throwaways. So I already know because I heard rumors about it. I was like, yeah, that's not a good idea. Video game horror movies isn't never goes well. But of course, the normie Silent Hill fans get excited for it because the only game they played is the Silent Hill 2 remake. So of course they geek out about it. I was like, alright, fine, but it's gonna suck. And then the movie came out, they're like, oh my god, I can't believe it sucks. I'm like, really? They're like, oh my god, I can't believe it, they ruined it. How could they do this? It's like, what do you think? It's like a low budget movie, I think.
Can nobody just wait for the Mario Galaxy movie
They could, yeah.
or Sonic 4? Just one more year.
Do that, yeah. And no, we're not gonna review SpongeBob, not that new movie. I don't care about it. Well, and then you get like 30-year-old people on on YouTube like ranting about it. Oh my god, I can't believe this SpongeBob movie is not for me. It's like, yeah, you're right, it's not for you. You're like 30 years old. This is for 5 to 6-year-olds. This is for SpongeBob. SpongeBob is for fucking kids. Why are you reviewing and ranting about a kids movie? You're in your 30s. Talk about Breaking Bad or The Wire, talk about Dexter, talk about any of that. Why are you talking about animated movies for kids? It's not for you.
Talk about with a grown-up mindset, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind, like, was it the last one that came out in 2020, 2021? Because I had, like, a grown-ass mindset, like, yeah, it's for kids, and I think it's good for the kids, that's it. I'm not gonna fucking critique it like, oh, this is not what SpongeBob would do, this is not what Patrick would do, they would not bond and communicate like that. No.
Yeah, Nickelodeon's really just wanted it to be a legacy franchise and go on forever.
Yeah. Like, no, I don't care Ice Spice is in it, and she made a song for it. I don't care about all of that. Can we just leave it alone? All these cartoon channels, just shut up. I forgot what we were even talking about in this episode.
2016 nostalgia.
2016 nostalgia.
I guess we're just hesitant to look back at 2016. I remember that year. It was when we graduated high school.
Yeah, we were teenagers and teenagers, and we were starting college. I think everyone remembers what they were doing in 2016. It was, I don't know why, because nobody gets nostalgic for like, oh, 2015 or 2014, 2013. Everyone agrees that it's 2016. That is their favorite year ever. And for me, I kind of noticed that before, but it's almost like 2016 and 2017 and 2018, those three, it's like one big continuation in a way. And I'm not the only one who thinks of that. Everyone thinks of that.
Well, those were all my college years, and 2019.
I think it is. I think it's for everyone around the same age that either starting high school or starting college. That's their freedom. They like get to do crazy stuff. They can just do
Yeah, I
whatever.
remember like 2016 was a controversial year when it happened, but then again, this was pre-COVID. 2020.
It is like we didn't know how bad it was. And you know what? Some people are nostalgic for 2020. I think they were just younger than us. I think because they missed playing video games at home. Like, no, that year was terrible. I will say this, 2016, 2017, and 18, great years. 2019 was alright. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. 2020, awful. 2021 all the way up to 5, forgettable. It was just nothing interesting about those years. And I think that's why people go back to 2016 fondly.
At least in the general sense. And no matter what you think about 2016 retrospect, one awesome thing that people remember is that that's the year that the Chicago Cubs won the World Series.
Which is surprising, yeah.
The funny thing is that Back to the Future Part 2 predicted that the Cubs would eventually win the World Series, but they were a year off. Yes, they predicted that the Cubs would win in 2015.
Oh, close, yeah. And relating to sports, LeBron James winning his first championship in his hometown Cleveland, and that's being one of the best NBA finals ever from a 3-1 comeback. That was amazing to watch.
Yeah, and it was before he was in the most overhated sequel of all time. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I still don't mind that movie.
And neither do I. I mean,
people are just haters. I don't know if it's just grown ass people just hating on kids' movies. It's like, I don't know, just turn off your brain or something.
What a bunch of grifters.
Honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, imagine it like you wake up one day in 2016, you go on Spotify or SoundCloud, and you see this guy called Designer. He dropped a song called Panda, and that's blowing up. It's like everywhere, and you're just vibing to it. It was awesome. Or you just go through Fine, and you hear new trends like "Damn Daniel" or dabbing or bottle flipping or the mannequin challenge.
Yeah. Fine, not TikTok.
Not that TikTok shit, no. And then you go outside and you notice a new app called Pokemon Go, and you try it out, and that's when everyone actually like got together and communicated, all from a Pokemon app. And then afterwards you go home and then you go on YouTube, you watch Filthy Frank, he dropped a new video, and PewDiePie, he's still at his peak. I think it's not just like the people, I think it's just the whole media that made it special of that year.
Definitely.
It's just like a bit of everything going on. It just makes everything great. And if we're talking about movies,
Deadpool.
we go to
Deadpool started.
We go watch Deadpool first on Valentine's Day, and everyone's laughing about it.
MCU Phase 3.
Yep.
That started with Captain America: Civil War.
We started with that, yeah, and then you watch Captain America and he's beefing with Iron Man, and then it's up to you to pick a side who was in the right. And then we get the introduction to Black Panther and Spider-Man in that same movie. Everyone was geeking out about that. And then like,
it was like before Spider-Man had his own solo movies in the MCU.
Yeah, and everyone was happy, and soon to have great movies ahead with Spider-Man and Black Panther.
And Venom.
Venom, yeah. And then you hear...
I still want a Venom follow up. God damn it!
You think they would do something from that Tom Holland ending with Venom, but nothing happened.
Yeah, and it's like he gets sent back to his own universe, and it's like I am sick of this multiverse shit. That line was pretty funny, but let's get back on topic.
And then you get excited because there's a movie about Batman versus Superman, and that would be the most anticipated crossover movie ever. And you believe it was going to be great. And
It wasn't.
yeah, you went to the movie, think it's going to be great, but it's not. And then you felt that same excitement for Suicide Squad, because like the trailer was great, the soundtrack was great with Sucker for Pain, and then yeah, that's debatable.
Yeah, I had fun giving away the Suicide Squad Blu-ray.
Honestly, like when I first watched it, I thought it was fun. Not gonna lie, I thought it was a fun movie, but I didn't come back to it after.
Yeah, I haven't looked back since I gave my copy away.
But I say like just the
Also,
hype leading up to that and Batman v Superman, that was special.
also, Christos, if you're watching this, I'm sorry that I had you watch Batman versus Superman with me.
I remember I was in the theaters and then I didn't turn
Oh,
my.
you saw it in the theaters.
I did, yeah. I had
Dang.
I accidentally had my phone on sound instead of silent. So during the movie, my phone was going off. I was like, "Oh shit!" But no one in the theaters cared. They were that bored that they don't mind a bit of noise. So I let it like
Yeah,
go off for a couple of
it's like
seconds.
probably more entertaining than the movie itself. Like they
Oh
only really fought in the third act.
yeah, come on! It's a movie about those two. That's what we want to see. I'm not gonna lie, like
Yeah,
Disney movies that year were pretty good actually.
Jungle Book remake. You know,
Junk.
back when everyone liked Disney remakes.
Yeah, we thought it was just a one-off from John Favreau, but oh
Yeah,
boy,
it's
no.
like before the Mandalorian.
Yeah, at least it was like
Also,
doing different stuff than Lion King remake.
yeah, and speaking of Mandalorian, in terms of Star Wars stuff, Rogue One,
Rogue One, well, that was a
which
big deal.
which any longtime fan knows, helped give us a topic for the first Faded podcast.
It did, yeah. I remember I was in New York and I once went to see the theater and it was like a giant screen. And I guess that made it like really cinematic for me when I watched it. It was really cool. Of course
Back
the
when Disney
cinema
Star Wars was cool, like
yeah, of course the cinematography in that movie was great of like the scale of the planets and the ships. It made it cool at the time.
yeah, it was pretty nice to go back to a galaxy far, far away.
And the Pixar movies like Moana, though I didn't watch it till like
Pic-
maybe
Moana's not Pixar; it's from Disney themselves.
Disney Pixar, yeah. But I didn't get to watch Moana that year. I didn't watch it till like
Oh,
last year because I always thought it was not for me. But my missus she wanted to watch it, and I was like, okay. And then I watched it. I was like, okay, that's actually pretty good. I don't know why I didn't watch it back then.
yeah, it doesn't need a live action remake.
No, I didn't need that shitty sequel too on that Disney Plus. That was so
Yeah,
forgettable.
back when it was just a single movie that people liked,
That's it.
and
Yeah,
that was all we needed. Oh, also, in terms of movies that came out in 2016, Zootopia.
Zootopia. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
get to that.
yeah,
And don't you know, like, it's not called Zootopia in the UK. They call it Zootropolis. I have no idea
that's a nice
why.
title.
I have no
Well,
idea why.
you also call the first Avenger movie Avengers Assemble.
Yeah, I actually like that title.
Yeah, that is actually a pretty cool title. Not gonna lie.
But those are
But
some
then
good. Those are some good
then
movies.
again, who am I to judge considering that I'm the that I live in the country of the Sorcerer's Stone.
Sorcerer, philosopher, yeah. I don't know, different movie titles. It's pretty interesting.
Wait, also in terms of blockbusters that did not come from Disney, Fantastic Beasts,
It
the
did,
first
yeah.
Fantastic Beasts.
That was 2016?
Yeah, it was 2016.
Oh man.
It was a winter release. I saw it with my dad and my sister.
I remember, yeah. It was actually, it was alright, like, if it's a one-off Harry Potter movie, like, and then they
Yeah,
kept making more. I'm like,
yeah, and they were slowly focusing to the Dumbledore versus Grindelwald story,
yeah, I mean,
and this was 4 years before J.K. Rowling's controversial tweets
yeah, it did.
that tarnished the reputation of Harry Potter and the and like several of the most hardcore Potterheads.
And then I just keep hearing stuff like, oh, they're gonna bring it back with a TV series, and they said they'll do 10
Uh,
seasons. I keep hearing it, but I don't see anything about it. I was like,
you know what? Say what you will about Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. At least they're not doing the same shit over again.
yeah, I think that's just leave it alone. I'm literally burned out from Harry Potter. Like, I watched it a good amount of
Leave Harry
time.
Potter alone. They just went through a divorce.
I'm literally burnt out from it just because I watched it a good amount of times as a teenager. I read the books in school, even though the books were shit. And the more
Yeah,
you
me
have
too.
and of course every girlfriend I have was obsessed with Harry Potter, and they like to put it on non-stop, and it drove me crazy. So yeah,
At
I
least,
I'm completely done with Harry Potter.
at least, at least, I never dated anyone that that forced me to watch Harry Potter with them. I mean, like I've dated someone that's made me watch Barbie movies with them, but
Oh
those
god.
are but those were really good. Not gonna lie, I
Well,
I enjoyed
those
I
animated
enjoyed that.
ones, or
Yeah, the animated CG ones where
I
they
remember those with my
resurfaced.
sister.
Yeah, yeah, they resurfaced when that 2023 Barbie movie
Yeah, yeah.
came out.
I remember those growing up with my sister.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, Fantastic Beast. The first one was fun. It was fine if it was a one-off.
Then they made sequels and they were shit.
Yep.
And they got cut off after the third movie, which was like, hey, people just like Harry Potter. Let's just make Harry Potter again.
They should have just left it alone a long time ago.
Yeah, and then and now Warner Bros. Uh, is being owned by Netflix, and Netflix is going to try to get Harry Potter on the streaming service, possibly. Oh, that actually reminds me. 2016 was the year that Netflix premiered Stranger Things' first season,
2016,
and
that was
now
season 1.
yeah, and now
And
the
now it
series
finally ended.
has ended, but
That
they're going to
comes
continue it with spin-offs probably.
10 fucking years later. And they're still like, they're like grown-ass people, and they're still in high school getting bullied by people younger than them in Leatherman jackets, and they still ride on bicycles, and they're like in their 30s.
Yeah, they're probably like probably like it's probably like Billy Madison if it was a 1980s horror movie.
It's like, also, I watched it up to season 3, and then I just gave up. And I don't know what it is, maybe it was just the delays, or they kept like
It was the
pushing back
delays.
production, because they were taking ages.
Yeah, and COVID didn't help.
Yeah. It's like, this
Should
should
have
not
just
go on for that long.
should have just been one season and make it an anthology series.
That could have been better, yeah. So wow, that was just back when everyone was crazy about that. And everyone was like
How
on
times
the
change.
yeah, everyone hopped on the 80s vibe when it comes to movies and shows.
Everybody should start hopping on the 2000s vibe. You know?
Yeah, I thought that would be the next stage because everyone was like 90s and like whatever decade it was, they were nostalgic of like whatever like 2 decades before. So like the 90s were nostalgic for 70s, 2000s was 80s, and then 2010s was 90s. So I thought we would be nostalgic for 2000s, but I didn't
Yeah,
really like see
exactly.
much about it. And now people are going to be nostalgic for 2010s. They will, they
It's too
will,
soon.
they will, yeah. But
Too
for
soon.
but for video games for 2016, the ones I
Here we go.
listed, the ones I listed that I remember, Ratchet and Clank, that was 2016, and they had a movie that year as well.
Yeah, and it's the remake that was tying in with the movie.
Yeah. Honestly, the movie looks really good, like CGI wise. That looks insane. Looks like the game and on the same level as Pixar. It's a shame the
Well,
writing
that's good.
wasn't that good, but you know what? I liked it. I liked the
Yeah,
movie.
and they recast Chairman Drek with Paul Giamatti rather than letting Kevin Michael Richardson reprise the role.
Yeah, hopefully that was worth it.
Probably not.
No. Overwatch, that was a big game that year. That won Game Awards of 2016. And you know what? It was refreshing because people who were still playing TF2, they wanted something new and different. So whether you like Overwatch nowadays, you have to admit like the hype for it was crazy. This was before Fortnite and all that. So competitive first person shooters were still crazy, and it was Overwatch like paved the way for like the new online multiplayer first person shooters like Valorant and that other crap. So you
Yeah, and
know, it was fun. It was fun when it came out.
it caused a a rival shooter game called Battleborn to flop. It came out around the same time as Overwatch, and people just wanted to play Overwatch.
Yeah, I think people were hopping on the train for that. They see whatever's big and they try to replicate it. And then you get
Yeah,
a
now Overwatch 2 destroyed the original Overwatch,
it did. It
tried to
did.
erase it from existence. But we remember.
And people were saying Marvel Rivals took over. I don't know if like we should compare that to Overwatch. They're a bit different, but I don't know, they're saying that's the next big thing.
Yeah, because Overwatch 1 is gone.
It is now, yeah. There's other games like Uncharted 4 that came out. There's a Titanfall 2, Dark Souls 3, Doom 2016, Watch Dogs 2, Battlefield 1. Those are the ones I listed. Those are the recognizable ones, but I still don't.
Also, Fallout 4.
I thought it was 2015.
Oh, might have been 2015.
Yeah, it might be late 2015, like
Was
Black Ops 3. That was
was
like
and
anything that's late 2015, people still carried it over and played it in 2016.
Yeah, and Fallout 76 was 2017, right?
I think 2018.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Just because of that gap. Those are the games that year. And say YouTube. YouTube in 2016 was crazy. Is that you go on YouTube and then you see Leafy is here and he becomes the fastest growing channel ever. And all he did was shit talk and bully people. He bullied a
Yeah,
kid. He bullied a kid who sings "I play Pokemon Go every day." I don't know if you remember that. I
you know,
play Pokemon Go every day.
YouTube has always had their bad apples, and Leafy was one. And we
We
slowly realized this, and he eventually lost support, and look where he is now,
exactly.
banned forever, and he's not going to be allowed
Mm.
back in.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just different the way he does videos. That's how it became popular. Or maybe it's
Yeah,
just
I
a
mean,
personality and people just like that. Like,
personality, and
yeah,
I guess maybe the way he has gameplay footage.
yeah. There's always CS:GO surfing and other stuff in the background, and he's just talking shit.
Yep. Yeah, maybe people found it relaxing, strangely.
Yeah. And then the Pokemon Go kid made a diss track on Leafy, Keemstar, Rice Gum, and Pyro, and he called them cancer. And you know what? He was right all along.
Yeah, and
We
yeah,
didn't listen. We
he's
didn't
probably more
listen.
successful than all of them now.
I don't know what
Apparently,
he's doing nowadays.
he's. I
I
think I
hope
was
he.
once told that he now makes real music.
Good for him. Good for him. I hope he does well.
Yeah, I mean he's not banned from YouTube.
And there's other cringy people in 2016 like Jacob Sartorius. He was making songs about sweatshirts, and he
Yeah, I don't
became
remember him.
he became more hated than Rebecca Black.
Yeah, I think
Sweatshirt.
the internet was too hard on Rebecca Black.
Yeah,
She
we were too
yeah
harsh on her.
she didn't even write the song.
Yeah,
The like a good amount of these kids that go viral with annoying songs. Keep in mind they don't even write their own songs. They just sing them and try to have a good time.
it is. It's all from a company. They do all that and they pick
Yeah, they get
someone.
screwed over.
Yeah. But what's not the case was the girl who went on Dr. Phil and then she said, "Catch me outside, how about that?" And she became a meme legend. And then she started her own career.
Yep.
And then Keemstar in 2016, he was on the rise. He was posting YouTube drama like it's TMZ's. He was hated heavily that year because nobody wants to hear about the drama. But now people like beg for those days to come back as there were so many unique different content creators that year. And back then it didn't feel saturated at like today. It was like a lot less filtered and corporate. It was just YouTubers doing their own thing.
Yeah, which is what we still try to do to some capacity.
Yeah, too bad like we're just being pushed aside against like Mr. Beast clones, like bright colors, screaming, gambling
Well,
shit.
I stopped doing it for popularity a long time ago. I just do it as a hobby and because I like making YouTube videos
It is that, yeah.
and want to keep my filmmaking skills consistent.
Yeah, it's just a hobby for us. I guess there
Yes,
was a
it should
time
be.
that we wanted to, we were trying to like grind to like make sure we get good views, and then it's like, yeah, I'm not too bothered.
I eventually want to make real movies. I don't want to be stuck just making internet videos.
Yeah. I mean, if we get good money from it, then fine, and then that'll help us with our future careers. But nah, it is what it is. But a YouTuber named Colossal is crazy. He noticed all that drama shit going on, so he grabbed.
You mean the guy who had the profile picture of the clown from the Brave Little Toaster?
That's him, yeah, that same clown. So he grabbed Keemstar and he said, "Hey, let's do a podcast where we argue with each other," and it's called Baited. And that flooded with this new style of content on YouTube where they start their own podcast. That all came from Baited. That's how Faded.
Yeah, you totally were inspired by them.
Yeah, like same name.
Yeah, and we're still around and like, where the hell is Baited?
It is, yeah. It's a shame, like Baited was so influential that like started a whole wave of podcast.
Yeah, what happens when the knockoff brand has a longer lasting appeal?
Because we had that. I don't know what it is. Like I wanted to do a podcast, but that idea was before Baited.
Before ever, yeah,
Bef-
before everybody did a podcast.
yeah, because it was still in the early stage in 2016, because that was like summer Baited came out. But I think when I came back to UK, wanted to have that idea to do the podcast. Originally, it was going to be like maybe like a handful of us, like you, me, Ben, and Tanner, and three other people. There was going to be a big group of us. But I think because of the time zone difference, it all narrowed down to just me and you. And Ben for a while, he like was a host for a couple episodes.
Yeah, and then he went to focus on his live streaming.
Yeah.
Which
Good
he
for
still
him.
does on
He's
a regular basis.
yeah, good for him. He's doing well on streaming.
Yes. Yeah, subscribe to Highland Eternal on Twitch.
So yeah, Faded is like gonna be 10 years old soon. So
Yeah, what are we going to do for the 10th anniversary? Because we already did a Rogue One revisit
yeah, we're not
for
talking
the
about
5th
that
anniversary.
again. Yeah, I don't want to talk
Yeah.
about that again.
No more Disney Star Wars. I mean, I think we proved in our 50th podcast that we preferred the original 6 movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it's
it.
actually, yeah, that was, yeah, it was a kind of thing that we had talked about that as part of our 50th podcast.
But we're not close to 100 yet.
Give it 10 more years when we're in our 40s and we're still doing this, and maybe one of us ends up letting ourselves go and has to use a walker.
Welcome back to what? I do have an idea, like maybe a new in real life podcast episode when it gets to December.
Oh, like face cam?
No, I think like if I fly over there, and if
nice.
if I rent some really high
Yeah.
quality movie cameras, and we just sat on a couch with like great lighting, great cinematography, and we just ramble about cartoons. I don't know. Just make it look dorky.
Yeah, when you're finally able to watch the Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball.
Yep. If I get around to that.
We'll see if you do.
All I put in the background nowadays is like House, The Wire, and some sitcoms. That's all I watch.
Oh, my dad loves House.
House is good. That's like better than the Good Doctor. I take House over. I am a surgeon.
Yeah, Good Doctor. It's like an adaptation of a Japanese show about a doctor with autism. It unfortunately falls into some autism traps, but they're trying, you know?
They're trying, yeah. I just didn't think they have like more than 5 seasons.
Yeah, the show already ended its run.
Yeah.
They found a good stopping point with the story. And it has Freddie Highmore playing the titular Good Doctor.
I recognize the name.
I'm gonna best remember him for playing Charlie in the 2005 Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I read it somewhere. That's the same person. I forgot about that.
He was a child actor he was everywhere in the 2000s.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, also Spyroid Chronicles for Nickelodeon, when they made a movie adaptation that was like adapting the whole series into one movie.
I remember that, yeah.
It's like what they did for A Series of Unfortunate Events, where they adapted the first 3 books into one movie. Did the Series of Unfortunate Events Netflix show start in 2016? Well, it might have at least been announced.
I think it was announced, yeah.
Yeah, I know it started around that time period.
We talked about YouTube, movies. Um, we didn't talk about Vine much. I know it wasn't peak in 2016. That was like years
Yeah, it was
before
on its
it.
way out.
But yeah, like we did not have TikTok. That's for kids. But all we needed was Vine back then, and
That was also for kids,
yeah,
but we were kids back then.
yeah, it was different. We're better than you. And then there was also Musically, that app that was owned by TikTok, and that
Yeah,
app,
it was like TikTok Zero.
yeah, and that year that Musically acted exactly like TikTok, but it was for music only. Like people did little dances and lip sync to songs, but we never downloaded that. We only had Fine.
And
Then
Instagram.
in Instagram, yeah, and I
Yeah,
think,
I still use Instagram.
yeah, I'm still on it. And then in October of 2016, Fine just died, and that was from long disputes. So I thought,
Because
like, I thought it was because people stopped caring, but there was more to it than that.
people blame the buyout that because of Vine. People blame Twitter for killing Vine. See, even Twitter had its controversies back then.
I think they had controversy
Before
since the
Elon.
beginning. Yeah,
Yeah,
Twitter is
it's only
just a
gotten
shit
worse.
platform.
Yeah, it's only gotten worse over time. I've fully transitioned to Blue Sky.
Yeah, Twitter's just fucking trash. But like that year in 2016, YouTube was paying content creators with AdSense. But Fine, this rich company, they refused to pay its top creators like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Lele Pons, King Batch, to name a few. So
Yeah, and look where some of the creators are now, and they're
they're
like the
doing
Paul
well.
brothers have. Yeah, but they're still some of the most controversial assholes on the planet
Yeah,
that
but I feel like
create content.
yeah, I feel like we left them alone now. Like Jake's doing
Yeah,
boxing, he's doing fine. Logan's doing wrestling and a podcast, he's doing fine. So we just let them be.
yeah, and I'm sure that Jake Paul is still celebrating about being the one to beat up Iron Mike, even though Mike Tyson is like old and was retired and only came out of retirement for the fight.
Honestly, like he thinks he can beat up legends just because they're old. And then Anthony Joshua challenged him and he knocked him the fuck out. I was like, thank God, AJ.
Oh, I need to see that. I'd love to see that.
That was amazing. But back to Fine, because Fine was not paying those guys, they decided to have a meeting with Fine saying, hey, we want to get paid. And Fine said, nope. Even though they were a huge platform, I don't know why they didn't do that. So all those Vine creators, they migrated to YouTube just so they can make money. That's why they started to become YouTubers, just because of that. All those
Yeah, and we
Vine
see that.
refugees moved to platforms.
Yeah, and they were pretty much doing extended versions of their Vine sketches. Like, let's be
Or
honest,
yeah,
like the Lele Pons YouTube sketches, you could tell that she was trying to do like the same shtick she was doing on Vine, but to have it be longer.
they
And
tried, yeah.
when was the last time she was relevant?
Yeah, I have not heard from her in years.
Yeah, we're not doing a good job keeping up with her because we're not horny teenagers anymore.
She wasn't even a baddie. Like, what was it, Gabby Hanna? She was better
Oh yeah,
looking. She was better looking than her.
yeah, because Gabby was real and didn't get a nose job.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and then those people moved platforms, and now the people who watch stuff on Vine, they can't find anything funny, so people just gave up and just not watch it, and now Vine died. That's sad. I always keep hearing
Yeah, I
that,
mean,
oh, Vine would come back, they'll make a Vine 2, or they'll make an app where you can watch old Vines, but I don't know, they never did that.
well, we're fully in the TikTok era, The Vine era is long gone.
I'm surprised TikTok lasted this long. That came out in 2018. And that year, everyone hated it. Like, everyone was cringing over it. And then
I
I
remember the
think
beginning of last year. I remember the beginning of last year, it got banned and unbanned,
it
and
did,
people
yeah.
were doing like SpongeBob meme. You can't do the time, don't do the crime. Okay, time's up. Now get out.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be the end. But no, they came back. Yeah, everyone hated it, and then they went on the app to make fun of them, and then they started using it, and then they end up loving TikTok. And now everyone's fine with it.
Yeah, they were given their gateway drug.
It did, yeah. So yeah, if we go back to music, I think that's one of the reasons why people love that year is because the music it just sounds so fun and happy and positive. Honestly, if we like narrow it down to hip hop, um, everyone says that's the best year for hip hop music with SoundCloud letting everyone release music whenever they want. They wear street clothes like Bape, Flown, and Off White. You get the tattoos on
Cool.
your face, and you get the colored hair. Media outlets interviewing and discussing topics like Adam 22 from No Jumper and DJ Academics. And it just spawned like a new young generation of rappers, and it became a big culture shift to the genre. It's like something about them, they brought a new, fresh, fun sound to music. And of course, the old heads back then, they were complaining it sucks, it's mumbling. And I think because there's a media outlet called Double XL Freshman. So what they do every year, they bring 10 new artists to come together to freestyle. And those artists were legends today. Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry, G Herbo. All of them came from 2016, the Double XL Freshman. And because they all came together, they were like they weren't trying to be too serious. They were just having fun on the mic. They were just laughing with each other. That's what's missing in that music. And I think that's what changed the wave for it, you know? It was just being fun and positive. I think that really relates to the kids and the teenagers of that year.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely had our happy moments.
It was, yeah, I think because we were young, we had the world to explore, and we had less responsibilities as well. And because of that, we created the most memories of that time. As and that's why we come back to 2016, other than the other years beforehand. That double XL video that got like over 200 million views, because everyone was seeing it. They saw them having fun, and they look back on it fondly, like, oh yeah, that was a breath of fresh air for that year.
It is amazing how things can age like fine wine.
It did, yeah. It's not just them, like music in general that year just made people happy. Like Post Malone started his career. Kanye West dropped an album, Ray Shremmerd, Chance the Rapper, The Weeknd, Young Thug,
Also,
Future, Travis
Bruno
Scott,
Mars.
Bruno Mars. Oh god, yeah, Bruno Mars. He
Yeah,
had a great
yeah,
year.
yeah, and he and then he took his time and waited 10 years to
Waited
drop
10,
another album.
10 fucking years later. I hope that's why everyone says 2026. It should be the next 2016. Let's make it happen. We got Bruno
Yeah,
Mars. He knows what he's doing.
I'm totally gonna listen to the full album when it comes out.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, that's why everyone thinks 2016 was the best year ever. I still stand by that.
Yeah,
It's 2016, 17, and 18 all combined. That's what made it a great era. Alright, guys, tune in till next year where we talk about 2017 if people cared about it.
yeah. If that starts trending,
Yeah. So stay tuned to other stuff this year.
oh, totally. We're still around. We're not
Somehow.
dead.
We're not dead somehow.
Yeah, as Jill Valentine said in Resident Evil 3, somehow I'm still alive.
Thank you for watching. Let me know like what you remembered in 2016, where you were, how you were living. I don't know.
Let us know about the stuff we missed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. Remember when you were on YouTube and you saw like a new episode from Waffle Love and he said Wafflecraft Minecraft Season 3 coming out soon? And the whole
Yeah,
world was cheering, yay!
that's a revival that's not going to happen.
No. Alright, bye
Yeah,
guys.